Alright, y'all, so I'm here with the guys from Supreme Powder Coated, and they gonna kind of go over like the whole process of powder coated the rims. Y'all see, we got the last one right here. They're gonna go through the whole process of putting it in this.
B17. This is a chemical strip acid. What we do is we get the rim whenever it comes in. What we suggest is it come in as clean as possible. If not, we give it a quick little clean down with the pressure washer. Then from there, it goes into here. All right, this right here. Sorry we don't have a mask. You know, Corona, fucking COVID-19. Fucked everybody over. But what we do is we grab the rim whenever it's completely painted, powder coated. We grab it and put it inside this B17. And it's an acid that removes paint, powder coat.
Start to see.
There's a little bit of paint from the other rims that we just did. And y'all should be using chemical rated gloves and an apron. But I've been doing this for a while, so, and I do it at my own risk. Goggles too help.
Yeah, cause I wish you could smell through the damn camera, cause that's what's wrong.
Sure it is. Then from here, we let that sit for about 15 minutes. For real, I'll choke you up a little bit. After that, we let that sit for about 15 minutes. And then once it comes out of that, we'll show you whenever it gets to that process. Right here, just to save time, is another rim that we previously dipped. This is how it looks whenever it comes straight out the B17, the chemical strip. And then from here, we run it into the sandblaster, and he's gonna turn it around for you real fast, show you what it is. After that, we sandblast that. This is just so that way the powder has something to adhere to, and the powder will last a lot longer if you sandblast it compared to getting it just powder coated over. If anybody does get anything powder coated, what we suggest is have your powder coater explain to you the process of what they're gonna do. You know, ask questions, make sure that they're doing what they're doing the right way, or at least you're getting what your money's worth, you know, because there's been times where we had to fix other people's problems because they didn't take the steps that they didn't want to, or the previous steps that we're showing you right now, and the job came out so bad, and they had to pay to get their rims powder coated twice, or for the most part, they're having to pay more, you know?
Yeah.
So what we recommend is just ask questions, to be honest. That's pretty much why we're making the video, so that way the viewers can know, even if you're not getting powder coated from us, we just want to know, we just want y'all to get y'all shit powder coated right. You know, there's so many times where people are just charging an arm and a leg and not even doing the shit right. So we're here to get y'all the right info and make sure y'all getting things done right. Alright, from here, after it gets out of the sandblaster, we take it out of the sandblaster, clean it, dust it off with the air compressor, clean it with some acetone, and then hang it on the rack and put it into the oven so that way it can outgas. Outgassing is a process what you do before powder coating, so that way all the oils and debris in aluminum can come out, so that way whenever you powder coat over it, those don't seep through the powder and you get like blemishes and bubbles inside your powder. It just doesn't come out as well. But now that we got this outgassed for 15 minutes, we take it out and then let it cool down to room temperature, and then we'll be ready to spray these things. Right here, what we do is grab the high heat tape and make sure to mask off the part where the rim sees with the hub, so that way whenever you put your rim back on, it's level and your shit isn't off balance. So that way whenever they go and balance your rim, it's true to balance. And if they don't do this, right here, what will happen is your rim will physically get stuck to your hub because of the heat and the powder and stuff. Next time you try to take your rim off, it'll be stuck to your damn hub. Now, let these hoses cool down to room temp. Generally, the idea is if you have, you can come over here and show them. We have top of the line gun, excuse the mess. If you have the right equipment, you don't have to hot flock. Hot flocking is whenever you put the rim out the oven and spray it straight hot. That's kind of just like not really recommended in the powder coating business, but you'll see people on YouTube doing it just because of the fact that they don't have the right gun to do it. We're not talking down, we're just saying that's just how it goes, you know? Alright, after we get the rims out the sandblaster, outgas them, tape them off so that way they're good to go, and the powder is ready to get shot. We get the powder for a set of rims. Recommended we get at least 3 pounds. This is what the powder looks like before it gets put onto the gun or put into the gun. Kind of hard to open that.
Yeah, I got it.
What we do is grab the whole bag, drop it straight down into this box. Get our badass little gun. This is a pickup tube powder. I don't know how the hell it works, to be honest. I just bought the damn thing and it works. You plug air into the gun. Air, I guess, goes into here, sucks the powder up through this powder, goes all the way through those hoses. Then boom, shoots out through this gun. The way powder coat works is there's a positive charge in the gun and then a negative charge is on the parts. In the same way a magnet works, it just sticks to each other. You shoot it in the air, the positive attracts to the negative, so that way it is a nice even coat. After that, we put it inside the oven again, and once the part gets to 420 degrees, we set a timer for 12 minutes, and then pull the rims out, and once they're cooled down, they're ready to be mounted back on your tires, and off you go. Alright, here, this is not even a joke. It's called the Corona Sprint Wagner Series gun. I swear that's not a joke. It's a fucking real thing. Look it up. This right here is one of the top of the line guns. You're getting this one, a Norton, or maybe 2 other ones that are top of the line. So what this does, with this one, if you just shoot it, it's already on the regular settings. Base coat settings is usually for most of your parts. The first one's gonna work. The second one is for flat panels, anything that's flat and big. That's mainly what you're gonna use that one for. The third one is the Faraday cage setting. And what Faraday cage is whenever you try to powder coat inside these crevices, inside there, since there's metal right there and right there, kind of what it does is like produces a charge and it bounces back and forth really fast through there. So powder, it basically pushes powder away. It's kind of like whenever you put the opposite sides of a magnet together. It's the same shit that's going on in there. So whenever you try and spray up in there with a regular gun, a lot of times all the crazy hard to get areas aren't gonna get covered with powder as well. But with that setting, you put it in there, it adjusts the microamps and kVs. So that way you get close to the gun, it lowers the kVs, you get away from it, it uppers them. So that way it pretty much does all the fucking work for you. You know, you spray the gun, shoot it, and you're ready to go. That's why we always tell people, really the key to powder coating is just equipment. You know, get the right things, get the right stuff, and you're ready to go. But if you don't, you're just gonna be sitting there trying to fiddle with it, play with it, and trying to make it work. Just sitting there wasting your time, because we're just gonna tell you right now, we went and bought a $1,500 powder coating gun inside a little system way over here. This little thing. Yeah, it looks badass, right? You would think it's all legit. They couldn't even do a set of rims, bro. $1,500 can't even do a set of rims. So that goes to show, like, you need the top of the line stuff to get things done. And that's what we have here. So let's make it work, guys.
next day.
All right, y'all, it is many days later, and I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the wheels. So y'all could have seen it on Supreme Powder. Y'all can see it on there. Y'all could have saw it on there early, but if you haven't, I'm about to go ahead and show y'all the wheels. It is dirty, so it is what it is, but let's go ahead and do it.